Welcome back to another video here on Character Animator 101. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to create a custom image where you draw it with the pen tool, how to add a stroke, how to change the color of one of your drawings or like an eyelid or something like that, and how to import a video, no, how to import an image such as a PNG or something that you drew in another application so it all works together inside the correct layers here in Photoshop. Let's get going. All right, so this is the guy that we had created for us last time inside of Photoshop. And what we're going to do is we're going to take him and we're going to open him up into Photoshop. And we're going to get rid of his head. Boom, clicked on it, deleted it. I'm using my move tool, which is the letter V. Okay. We're going to hit P on our keyboard. That's our pen tool. And if we click and hold this, we have all sorts of different options here. What I can do is I can use a pen tool and I can click once to start it and then click and drag to make curves. And then if I click and drag again, it makes another curve. And if I come back to the original spot where I started from, it will complete it, but nothing happens. So up across the top, we have different options here. I can click shape and it will automatically make a shape. I can click a mask and it will add a layer mask for me right here. Or I can make a selection and click OK, and it will give me some marching ants and it will make a selection. Okay. So that is just kind of how the pen tool works. So today we're going to create a custom image of a ghost. Let's go with a ghost. A ghost has lots of curves, so we're going to come in here and we're going to use our curvature pen tool. It doesn't matter where we put it at first, so we're just going to start here and we'll give it an arc point and we'll come down to the other side and you'll notice that it goes whoop halfway and back down. Then I'll come down here and all I'm doing is now clicking. I can go higher and lower. And it's automatically forming, I'll do one more there, automatically forms the shape of a ghost for me. And then since I want to make it a shape, I'm going to click that and bada boom, bada bing. Now, I don't want a white ghost. I want a different colored ghost. So if I come over here to my properties and I see that I have a shape path, how can I change this? How can I change the color of my thing? So what I really do is there's two different ways. First, let's name this shape. So just make sure that is our shape. We're going to double click on the word and we're going to type in ghost. And then not on the word, but next to it, we're going to double click and it brings up all of these different layer style options. One of those is a color overlay. So if I click on color overlay, we'll notice that our ghost changes colors here. And we can change by clicking on that box. We can change to whatever color we want. And so let's go with lighter blue and click OK. And that looks perfect. And when I'm done, I click OK. And there's my ghost. So I'm going to take this, hold down Shift, click and drag it up. And we're going to move it over. So there it is. I now have a ghost feature. We're going to hit Command S. That's saving it. We can see right there that it's saved. Go back over to Character Animator, and our art is going to update. So instead of having a yellow square head, I now am a ghost. Woo! I'm a ghost. All right. Now let's give our ghost a stroke. What is a stroke? It's that thick line that goes around the outside of it. So first, we use our move tool. We'll select our layer, which is our ghost. Also notice that it is inside of our face background layer. And again, I'm going to double click, not on the words, but right next to it. If I double click to that, up again pops my layer styles palette. And in here, there's something called stroke. If I click stroke, we can then see that it has automatically given us a stroke. And we can change the size of that stroke by dragging our slider here. We can do it from the inside or from the outside. So it depends on what and how we want it. And so let's just give that a good stroke, but nothing too crazy. 24 sounds good. Now yours, if you're adding a stroke to yours could be completely different. Okay. So there we have it, a stroke. Now, how do we change the color of, let's say, an ear that already has a stroke? So this here is my ghost's left ear. Ghosts don't really have ears, but we're gonna roll with it for this. So it's the left ear. We'll double check it. Perfect. Now, if I double click on my layer and I go up to color overlay, and we'll keep it just about the same color, but we'll make it just a tad darker. We notice that that black stroke around it went away. Now, of course, we could add the stroke again and we'd be back in business. But if we didn't want to, let's go ahead and cancel this. What we could do is, let's zoom in, Command plus, is we could use our magic wand tool and we could select just the inside using the magic wand portion. And then we can select our color by hitting our eyedropper tool, selecting the color, dropping it down just a little bit, and then hitting B for brush, make our brush size a little bit bigger. We can now paint anywhere inside of that circle. It'll only go inside of the marching ants. It won't go outside the marching ants, so it is constrained being only on the inside of that there. Okay. Then I'm going to hit Command D to get out of that. We're going to go over to the other ear, click on it, hit our magic wand tool, hit B for brush, and brush in that same color over there. Command D, Command 0, goes back to the regular size. And now we have created a custom shape with a black stroke, and we changed the colors of the ears. Well, I'm also going to change the color of my eyelids. So I use my move tool and I select that magic wand. There it is. What color do we want them? I don't know. Purple sounds great. And bada boom, bada bing. Command D. I use my move tool. Keyboard shortcut V. Click on that. W. Boom. B for brush. Whoosh. Now I have it. Perfect. Let's do the same to the eyebrows. Click on it. W. Uh-oh. What can I not? Could not use the magic wand because the target is a fill layer. All right, so let's click on that and let's go to properties. And in properties, since it's a fill color, then we're gonna have to use our properties and change the color that way. Well, let's give it, let's just give it a solid black. Do the same with this other one. Change the fill to the most recently used black. Command 0 zooms out, full screen. And bada boom, bada bing. Here is our friendly ghost. We'll call it Casper. Or we'll just call it blank.pst. Okay. Now let's say that I didn't want these ears. I can delete them. Actually, before I delete them, come back. All right. Whoa. What we're going to do is we're going to save this work. And we're going to cruise back over to Character Animator and see the updates. Sometimes you have to click save twice in order for it to actually go and update. Is that not saving? Let's go File, Save As. No, I don't want to save it as. I just wanted to save it. So which means it was already saved. And so it was just taking a while to import the artwork in Character Animator. One time I even had to go into rig mode and then back on record and then double click my character in order for it to work. So sometimes it just does that. Okay. So my ghost character working pretty good. So let's go back into Photoshop and let's import a PNG. So we're going to go File, Place Embedded. and I have some cat ears. So I have cat ear and other cat ear. So here is the left cat ear, which is technically our ghost Casper's right cat ear. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to move it up and we'll rotate it just a little bit. And that looks pretty good. So cute. He has a cat ear. Maybe we'll put it close to the top of his head. All right. So there's that cat ear. We can get rid of this one. We can get rid of that one. Now let's bring in the other one. File, place embedded. We'll use the other cat ear. Place that one. Hit enter. Bring it up. Move it on top of my ghost. Actually, that looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, for being a ghost with cat ears. Now we have to make sure of something really important here. We have to make sure that our cat ears end up in the right spot. And so right here on top of our square head is not the correct spot. So I'm actually going to double click this and change this to left. We're just going to call it left ear because it is the ghost's left ear. And then we need to take this and we need to drag it all the way down inside of head background or face background. So if I drop it in face background, it properly goes exactly where it needs to. Let's find out where this one is. This one ended up in the right eyebrow. That could be interesting. So I'm going to leave it there for right now. I'm going to hit save. And we're going to go back into Character Animator. And we're going to watch. Whenever I move my eyebrows, I suspect that my cat ears are also going to move. At least the one. So as I move my eyebrows, Character Animator is recognizing that cat ear as an eyebrow for the right side. So we need to make sure that cat ear makes it all the way back down into the face background in the proper section. We're going to hit Command S and save that, and then go back over into Character Animator. Once this updates, I'll be able to move my eyebrows, and the cat ears will not move. Ha ha ha! All right, so wrapping up, I taught you how to create a custom shape, how to add a stroke, how to change the color, and how to add a PNG and where to properly place it. Thanks for tuning in to this second episode of Character Animator, where ghosts have cat ears. Ha ha ha. Woo-hoo. Okay, bye.